right, it's time to ride the funk train.
Are we live already? What the fuck?
Today, the podcast is going to be brought to you by Lori Walker's background phone conversations.
It is.
Today,
you could even hear her. You can hear who she's talking to on the phone.
That's right.
I've got really good speakers.
So tonight, you not only can hear the four of us talk about bullcrap. You can hear Lori talk to somebody in Missouri about the price of deviled eggs and Joplin or something like that. So enjoy tonight's broadcast.
She went and hid in the bathroom.
Oh, hell. I didn't mean to shame her.
Yeah, you totally did.
I did. That's how you guys know me. So we had a great conversation coming into this podcast. I've been watching.
No, we didn't. You haven't been here at all.
I've been here for 15 minutes. I've been here for 15 minutes, just maniacally watching and engaging your energy and studying your weaknesses.
Dude, have you been, doing the thing, roughing up the suspect?
Yeah, not with that conversation. I'll tell you, it was disgusting. I'm glad we didn't lead with that. It's sometimes good that we talk for about 10 minutes. But I'm tired today. It was. We shot something for one of the movies today, WJHC, and I was making. We shot a bunch of kids exercising, playing Simon Says in the heat, and people were worried about the kids.
You're taking this Nambla bestiality thing way too far.
And they were worried about the kids, and I was like, these kids are wimps. Don't worry about these freaking kids doing jumping jacks in the 91-degree heat. But I'll tell you something. I was only out there for like 25 minutes, and I came home to a nap for like 3 hours. I just got up like 10 minutes ago. But we filmed another scene with Billy Marshall today. When you should have seen. Did you post any of those pictures, Tracy?
I did not. I was waiting. I was waiting.
You should post.
I shared them in the group chat.
You should post at least one or two of the awesome mullet. He looks nothing like the guy that the story's based on, but it somehow is even better. He's got like a mink coat and a gray mullet, and it'll be. I don't know if it'll be as funny as a guy kicking a skunk, but it's going to be up there.
It was funny. It was hilarious. Oh my god!
We were surrounded by a bunch of like a really conservative children, and we couldn't swear. And
no cussing whatsoever.
Bye, Mikey.
It was See, Mikey loves the swearing, but he'll leave if there's no swearing. So that's how we raise our children. But these kids were like telling their friends, "I'm going to be in an R-rated movie," and like their friends were ostracizing them. That's how odd these kids were. Like they were being blackmailed by their other. I guess they're Christians or something. I'm not sure.
This sweet child, he was like so just. I'm going to be in an R-rated movie, and
these kids. So this kid was like, "I've got to be on an R-rated horror movie," and then he's like, "My friends will not talk to me anymore," and I'm like, "You need some new friends," but I'm going to tell you that to your face. You're cute, and thank you for signing the release.
Right.
Thanks for you. So anyway, that's going to be, and we're almost done, man. We got heaven, and as soon as I say heaven. There goes Amber. But heaven was procured by this. Me and Luke were leaving. Where were we shooting that day that we saw this wonderful place?
You just dropped me off from my house.
We just dropped her off from the house. That was, I don't remember which day.
I think it was the day we shot in Maryville. And then we drove, was it?
To Laugh a Lot? No, it was when we filmed your sister's stuff.
That might be what it is.
Yeah, because Tracy drove there. The stuff with your sister and your niece and.
The Rose.
Oh, my sister. Yes. Yeah. Oh, then we went to Knoxville. Yeah. Well, and then we dropped Amber off in this beautiful schoolhouse. It was idyllic, and we were worried about where we were going to shoot heaven. We were thinking about a white room and fill it with smoke and. Then I think Luke said, "Man, we can just film a field. It's like this East Tennessee looks like heaven, probably in a lot of places in heaven, if heaven is real." And we were driving by this field, man. This schoolhouse had a big giant school bell, like a church bell. It looked just like something you'd see in a Lifetime movie.
I was thinking that I was trying to ask Amber about before the thing is if we can get in there and do a paranormal investigation. You want to, that's another. We could do an hour and 20-minute wrestling with ghosts and release it on Amazon.
I think that's one room though, right? Like it's old school, one room schoolhouse.
Like 1800s.
We've done that before.
Ooh, guess who's here? Everybody be nice. Everybody be very polite. Vic Nasty's in the chat. Hold on. Is everybody on their best behavior?
No.
No.
Get your mind right.
For what?
Because it's
Hey,
Kerbalicious.
it's
Oh, hey,
Kerbalicious.
baby.
Big Nasty's.
Hey.
So sorry. I'll
You-
try.
You froze up. What'd you say, Goof?
If Vic Nasty's in the chats, he's been bopping dicks all day. That's weird.
I don't know what that means, but say hello to Kirby, Luke. Don't
Hi-
be distracted
Kirby.
by Vic.
Kirby, thank you for wearing that shirt.
You are welcome. I was thinking of you.
Thank you.
Welcome.
I do appreciate that.
I know.
You ladies think Luke is the only one that likes boobs, and there's at least 3 or 4 other guys on the planet that do.
Maybe.
It's becoming a movement, I think. Well, Kirby, how you been?
I'm surviving. I'm here. I thought I'd make an appearance to let you know I'm alive.
Well, beautiful. Let's see your tattoo on your left arm.
This one,
Yeah. What is that?
it's water lilies with it that's like has Ephesians 6:12 like woven inside them. So it's like it's flowers that have like scriptures inside them.
No kidding.
Nice.
Are those now? If you're going to get flowers like that for your mother on Mother's Day, is that more expensive to get the Bible verses woven in?
Probably everything's more than my Mother's Day.
Are you in Arkansas?
I'm in Arkansas for right now. I've been packing up stuff and all that mess. I'm like in an empty apartment.
Cool. You can murder somebody in there and get away with it, probably.
I don't think anyone would care. But why you know?
Sounds- We'll talk later. We got a couple. We're gonna need to raise some money.
Amber posted a meme earlier about Elijah and Baal and followers of Baal, whatever you call them. And Baal. And I was like, dude, Elijah is fucking Vinny Vineyard, man. Elijah was Funkmaster B. He's like, hey, man, I don't know, maybe your God's over there taking his shit. Maybe I don't know what he's doing. and but then, because I forgot all about that story, because I remember, but it's such a horrible story. He's like, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna cut up a full fucking cow and you leave it on this wood and pray to your fucking God. Oh, your God didn't listen and create a fire? What was he ignoring you? Was he pooping? What was he doing? And then so Elijah creates his own thing, sets it up with the dead cow, and then he goes, all right, man, see, my Lord's real. The God is Lord. All right, I'm going to kill all you motherfuckers. And then he killed everybody. I was like, man.
I don't think so. Did he kill people?
Yeah, he killed everybody that was a follower of Baal. That was like the last part of that whole thing.
I know he was making fun of them.
He made fun of them, and then they all started cutting themselves and wailing.
Yes, they all started. Yes, they were mutilating themselves. That was a scene. That's something. That's like, can you imagine that on Facebook or TikTok these days? That would be. That's like a bunch of Karens.
All right. Kings 40. And Elijah said to them, seize the prophets of Baal, let not one of them escape. And they seized them. And Elijah brought them down to the brook Kishon and slaughtered them there.
Well, there you have it.
Jesus. Sometimes you wonder what's going on. These stories. Now, was Elijah alone? Or did he have a bunch of cronies?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, he took them on alone. It was him against like 900 prophets or 300 prophets. It was a large number.
Good God.
Elijah.
Okay.
That sounds like a tall tale. There's probably 3 guys and they were drunk. And he beat them up.
It's like Mickey Mouse and the Flies.
And it just was one of those stories. It's like 900. I killed 900 of them people. Aren't you supposed to be a God-fearing man? Oh, yeah. Well, I don't know.
Hey, what are you going to do?
What are you going to do?
What are you going to do?
Anyway.
But hey, this chick got heaven, so that's what matters. All right, we got heaven.
My son just fell down sitting. I mean, he was sitting and he fell down.
That takes skill.
It's talent.
Takes no skill.
Good job, buddy.
That's the vacuum of skill. So yeah, Amber booked
Maybe you
Heaven,
need to do it.
and Heaven's going to be a beautiful, idyllic way to end the movie, and then we got to film the first scene of the movie, and pretty much after the day, I think we'll be pretty much done, man. That's going to be freaking amazing.
Yeah.
Smiles all around.
I'll finally get this script rewrote for Camp Smokey, and they said it's a work in progress. I wanted to get it done in the last 5 days, but I've been I couldn't move.
You've been sick.
I've had a medical injury.
Yes. Have you been working?
No. I was supposed to actually play music today and Monday. And I just no energy whatsoever.
Costing you bucks, dude. That's no good.
Yeah. Well, quit it, Kirby.
Sorry.
Stop.
Amber.
Oh yeah, it reminds me. It's so hot in here.
Down.
I'm sorry.
Like what you see, Amber?
I do. They're fabulous.
Oh, well,
Let's
and
get together when you get here.
hey.
Have you decided?
That's not part of the movie.
It is.
Have you decided where you're moving to yet, Curb?
I'm really enjoying everything being up in the air. I'm looking. Well, because I've been packing and everything else. I'm looking in Louisiana, Tennessee, New York. Which is way expensive, but I like having that time to really decide what I'm gonna do. I don't want to just keep settling because I have credentials, So
The good thing about East Tennessee, especially Knoxville and Sevier County, is it's pretty cheap to live and there's tons of jobs. And there's no state tax, there's barely any property tax, things like that. It's real easy to live here, and there's jobs everywhere. But there's the problem is jobs in the fields that you got skill in are few and far between.
Mm-hmm. Right.
There's 8 million. There's 8 million jobs that pay $10 an hour here.
Do what?
There's 8 million jobs that pay $10 an hour. That's the problem with Tennessee.
I was just watching this damn thing. I was at Dollar General, and
Oh God.
No.
Listen.
And this commercial, and fucking Guy Fieri's on it, and dude says it's Guy Fieri, and he pronounces his last name all weird. There's no weird pronunciation of Guy Fieri's last name. His actual last name is Ferry. His name is Guy Ferry, so it's not Fieri. Just quit it. I'm sick of these assholes. Why don't we make commercials? Oh, well, $1 Million Man.
The French pronunciation of the word guy is Guy.
Guy.
Almost gay. It's like Gay Fairy is why he didn't go by that.
Well, his middle name is Ramsay, like Gordon Ramsay. It's weird. I don't know why we care. I don't know what I'm doing. I have no energy and no short-term memory retention right now. I'm just... Really?
Well, we should start the podcast soon, don't you think?
Oh, yeah. Hey, when are we going live?
All right, Tracy, I tell you what. Luke doesn't feel good. I've been taking a nap. You said you wanted to talk more in the podcast. Go for it.
Oh. Check out Billy. Billy Boneless back here. He's got his own Instagram. He's intending to try and call Cousin Vinny because he's having an issue. And oh my God, no. What have you done? What have you No. This is not okay.
YouTube.
Look at my new earrings.
Are those the Tree of Life ones?
Yes, I made them.
I love them.
They're supposed to be like pendants for a necklace, I think. I got them at Hobby Lobby. I know I shouldn't shop there, but I was there. I had to get yarn that was boob colored.
Did you, when you shopped at Hobby Lobby, did you automatically hate gay people?
No, actually, I did not. I managed to resist that.
What's behind you, Tracy?
Well, that is criminy!
Oh, it's
crap!
Oh my
Holy shit balls, Batman!
Grim Reaper.
That sucks. Gracious. Okay,
Oh.
that was Fred. Fred has needle toes, and he's a little special. And he doesn't know how to retract his needle toes, and it's not fun when he loses his balance, which he's also apt to do. I see your diet is going very well. Now, on the back of my chair is Fred. George, excuse me. This is George, and that's Fred. But, yeah. You can't really see George because he's a black cat on a black chair. And I'm bleeding. Look at this shit. First blood. Dagnabbit. Oh, gracious.
I could have paid those cats you better for them to scratch your arm up there. That was pretty great.
Thanks.
You're actually bleeding pretty bad.
Actually,
I mean, I'm going to live.
this is why I don't
Just
like
a flesh
cats, man. I've never been injured by any of my dogs. They just want to lick you, which is gross.
Your
Better than
dog,
cutting
your
your
dog
flesh.
open mouth kisses people.
Yeah, he's very sexual. I mean, if cats were big enough, they'd eat us. Like, if that cat, there's no loyalty. So if that cat suddenly grew 5 times the size, it would rip your head off. There's no love.
Isn't that how, like in the Michael Keaton's Batman, Batman Returns, that's how Catwoman became Catwoman. She fell out the window and got eaten by the cats.
All right, you're in time. Stupid shit. Don't say it's stuff.
Wow.
All right. That's a warning.
Did you catch the season finale of Loki?
I did.
No, watching it.
Don't
So
spoil
good.
it.
So
Yeah, we
good.
can't talk about it, man. We cannot talk about it.
When what's his name showed up, that was just the shit.
Did you see? So you didn't like Black Widow? I saw.
I didn't. I thought it was. I think they did a disservice to it by actually making it a movie. I think it would have been a better series because, like, even at the end when it was supposed to be like an emotional moment or different emotional moments, they just kind of rushed through it, and like they really could have done a little bit like the Taskmaster falls off, kind of redeems herself, falls off to the ground, and Black Widow's like, man, I'm sorry. Anyway, I'm going to go stand over here now. It was just...
Well, I think that... Now, I loved it. I would give it about 4.5 stars out of 5 if I was an asshole that would go and review movies online. But I didn't have a life. Oh, Necco wafers. See, somebody loved you. Somebody went and got you those when you were sick. You're not alone at the house. So, but I think that illustrates an interesting point that I think movies are almost antiquated. We live in a day and age where, like, taxis, newspapers, phones, all have become antiquated. Is what there's a million things. Computers, to a degree, have been replaced by cell phones. But we're now, I think movies are kind of sliding to where these 6 and 5 and 8 part series, you can tell a story. You can tell the story of a book now.
Well, and I
over
like,
8 episodes as opposed to a 2-hour movie.
I like that they're now not afraid to do like 6 episode and 8 episode things because like Marvel did it on Netflix with Daredevil and all that, where they wanted to do 12 episodes of everything, and it was too much. It got lost.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Power Man is the perfect example of something that was so cool, had great music, everybody was sexy. It was about, Harlem and Hell's Kitchen and all that jive up there. And it just, I loved it. And it got stretched out. And I eventually got to a point where I did not give a shit about Luke Cage at all.
Well, the other problem with Power Man is they had the best character on TV that I've ever seen in Cottonmouth. And then they killed him 5 episodes in.
Yep, they killed him too soon. And I was like, screw it. Hey, Kat Ward is here from Paranormal Heart. She's a friend of ours up in Canada, Hey, Kat, have you been able to watch The Hike yet? I know it's been blocked in Canada. I just haven't checked in the last couple of weeks if we're up there yet.
Canada?
Say what?
It's been blocked in Canada.
Oh, it
we
won't play in Canada because you have to. In Canada, you have to have a French language track.
Oh, okay.
Well, you have to record it in such a way that they can put French voice actors over it. And the way that we recorded these first three movies, we're going to be stuck to the United States, Great Britain, and the Caribbean.
Yeah, because we're doing single track audio instead of multi-track audio
Because we suck.
Yeah.
And then we'll eventually get to it. We eventually will get to where we don't suck. Uh-oh, what's happening? We got poltergeists and cats and cake.
Funkmaster V is banned in Canada, and I want to tell that story real quick.
Well, I don't know if that we should. I think there's a statute limitation thing that we still need to be quiet.
There is several child support things but they still don't ban you for that. There's
the ice hockey incident was the worst.
Oh God, with the
Did you
with the
throw a
pack of
trout
wild
on the
dogs.
ice?
Well, it was the thing. I have a professional sports record. Something similar happened up in Canada, but it was with chickens instead of what happened in Mississippi. They're still angry about it. Yeah, and it involved poonteen. Does everybody know what poonteen is, or do we think that's a
it's
dirty
the
word?
ladies' private parts. Yeah.
All right, so he's been eliminated.
Wow, you're 12.
All right, who knows what poonteen is?
Isn't it like some
Like
sort of
gravy
weird
or something?
food stuff?
Riesler's hamburger?
Whoever's wrong is being eliminated. Yes, bring that over. What did you say, Tracy?
Some sort of weird food stuff.
It
And
does
what do
seem
you-
like a gravy type thing, right?
Hey, baby. It's you were close. So anyway, poutine are what they would call in New Jersey disco fries, but poutine it's got gravy and cheese curds on it. Luke knows what it is, by the way.
Yeah,
he's been up in Wisconsin.
Northern Wisconsin, eh?
And they have that up here. But she says fries, gravy, and cheese curds. And in New Jersey, they call them disco fries, but there's no cheese curds. So there you go.
Sounds good.
I'm going to take a drink. I was just handed a 2-liter like a barbarian. So, Kat, we've been playing this game of cat and mouse for years. So when are we going to hook up and Indian leg wrestle?
Dude, this is live.
Oh, I'm sorry. Don't tell. Hold on. Is there a go back button?
Yeah, just hit rewind.
Yeah, let me rewind this thing. So we got to get the hike up in Canada, man.
Yeah, we do.
There's at least 8 or 9 people up there with television sets. And they ice fish, and they need something to watch. of warm paradises.
Places where people wear shorts.
Speaking of watching the hike,
Hello.
I came up with this idea that
Yes!
we're gonna do next Friday night.
Thank you.
Not this Friday, next Friday.
What's the date on that, Amber?
I think it's the 24th.
It's the 23rd at 8 p.m. Eastern Time.
That's why I asked the girls.
And because I'll give the wrong date. It's 2017. What we're gonna do is we're all gonna go on Facebook Live here, and we'll queue up the movie on. Everybody's gonna have to watch it on their own TVs because we can't play it on YouTube. So we'll do like a 5-minute intro, and then we'll say, all right, everybody, press play now, and we'll all start watching the hike. Turn your volumes down, turn the god-awful subtitles on to watch it, and we are going to do a live behind-the-scenes commentary. And, I think Kirby, no offense, Amber and Tracy, but you weren't in the hike, so...
You're
But
fine.
I think Kirby's going to be part of it. Hopefully we can get Candy. Maybe if Travis can't show up, I'll make a puppet of him. And other people that were in it, Tony and Scott. And
Well, we have up to 10 people. I mean,
Yeah.
Amber and Tracy can be there too. They just got to shut up.
No, I'm happy to MST3K the next one.
No,
But,
you should be here. I don't want
you know how the idea hit me as I was watching it, and there's a scene where me and Travis are covered in blood. And now, if you haven't seen the hike, watch
What?
The Hike. At the end of the movie, you know, there's a scene, because of the scene at the end of the movie. If you haven't seen the movie, watch the movie before we actually do the commentary. You won't understand a lot of things going on. But I remembered that me and Travis, after that, covered in fake blood, went to Dollar General and totally forgot that we were covered in fake blood. And we just walk in, laughing, having a good old time. And then Travis is just like, I was like, that's a good story. Would be a fun story to tell, you know, just there's a lot.
Now we don't need to watch the thing with us on the 23rd. You've already told the good story.
That's it. That's the good story.
It's building up to that. So that's what we'll do. And Luke is right. It's his idea. It's a good idea because we've done commentary for wrestling with ghosts. You remember doing that?
We did commentary for wrestling with ghosts, and then we also did commentary.
So fun.
And it went pretty well. It was probably better than the episodes, but
and so you can watch it. You queue it, like he said, you queue it up on Amazon. But I'm going to give a one-time link. So anybody who's like in Canada for Cat and anybody else, you can watch along. This one-time link on YouTube, and we'll do a thing at the beginning where we count down, so you're not like 7 minutes ahead of us going, "Wait a minute, I'm off."
Yeah,
we'll 3, 2.
We'll give the link to people that can't watch it normally, and we'll promote that if you can't watch it because of restrictions and where you live,
right.
We'll give you the YouTube link. But other than that, Amazon Prime it because we need the views and rate it. You know, if you add these the YouTube and the Facebook views of this podcast, it's a good job, man. Really excellent. If you add the numbers, we get about 200 people that watch this podcast, and we've only got 72 reviews or 72 star reviews. Now, where's my phone? I want to show people there's some confusion on how to do this, so I'm going to show you how to do this. All right, you go to Amazon, put in The Hike movie.
I'm going to zoom in on the riveting Luke.
Yeah, no, do this. This is important, and of course all that feedback. Okay,
turn your bright down.
I don't know how to do that. Jesus Christ! But you click on The Hike movie. Now to rate it, you're going to notice that there's these stars right here. Okay, people can't figure out how to rate it. You got to touch the stars. When you touch the stars, it's going to show you the 4.1 out of 5 stars right now because we've got 22% 1-star reviews. And then another link comes up that says write a customer review. So hit a star rating by hitting the stars and write a customer review. That's how you get to it on your phone. Is you hit the star ratings and then it scrolls down and shows you. Now we've got the weirdest.
There's a caveat. If you have an iPhone, it won't work. So if you have an iPhone, you've got to go into and you can't do it on your TV either. So you've got to, at least through Roku, you can. So you got to you got to dial in your desktop, just pull up Amazon like you're buying a big box of porn or paper towels. Yeah, or pasta.
And we could if you like the movie, we could use the reviews because let me read you the last couple reviews. Awful, laughable, the director should be ashamed. My eyes are bleeding, you've been warned. Low budget, amateurish, but fun, and there's joy among the mess. Now this is weird. We got a 2-star review from this guy who says it was clearly shot on the cheap, but does include quite a few nice shots of East Tennessee. Overall a mess, but with some good laughs. Having worked on features of this sort, I can say that they did a good job. So 2 stars? Hey, fuck you. Incoherent trash. There's nothing good about this movie. So we need you to put in some reviews. And actually the most helpful review is the one where it says that we are says that we promote sex and drugs and violence. So click on other ones as helpful. Don't click on those. I mean, look, I don't want to pander or anything, but support us. You don't have to give us 4-star reviews.
Jeez.
Give us 4-star reviews. I don't
want to pander, but help us, Christ. But we're at 80% 5-star reviews, and I think the truth lies in between the 5 and the 1-star reviews.
It's not a 5-star movie.
Yeah,
but it's fun as shit.
Yeah, and it's a campy horror movie. I mean, like I said last week, there's no genre that gets crapped on harder than horror, and there's no genre that gets crapped on secondly more than comedy. So it's a double dip. If you're in the right mood, you'll love the movie, and that's what we got 80% 5-star reviews. I think the truth is more around 4 or 3, but it's fun. We dig it, man.
Now, our boy Michael Leach asked if we are still ghost hunting for fun, and we never ghost hunted for fun. We ghost hunted to make a TV show, which happened to be fun. But me and Vinny have talked about this in the past, and everybody here is welcome to join in on these. We have much better equipment now for wrestling with ghosts, and we haven't done one. Actually, we did do one with Candy, and I lost all the footage. And we had amazing footage on that one. That chess piece that moved, that was fucked up. But I think that what we want to evolve Wrestling with Ghosts into is, instead of doing just a TV show, I think we want to do documentary length. So movie length.
Well, I think it still needs to be. I think we'll finish season 3, which we've got 3 in the can. Luke lost 1, and we're going to film probably 3 more so we can have a nice 6 episode.
Drink it down, Kirby. Yeah, baby.
Season 2 was 6 episodes, and I think after that, Luke's right. I think we can make a 2-hour episode. We can make a 30-minute episode. It's just whatever the location allows. I don't like. We had to, when we were trying to get on television, we had to cut a lot of things out, or we had to stretch things out, and it'd be like, so there's a ghost in there, or whatever. Just try to make the thing a certain amount of time. And
Michael
we will after we're done with these 3 movies, Mike. I think we're all going to go and start doing some of the ghost investigations.
Yeah, I think we're going to fill 2022 with a lot more ghost hunting stuff. Just because the next 3 movies are going to be bigger budget, so we're going to kind of have to collect assets. Now, you said you've always wanted to go ghost hunting, but don't have the stuff to ghost hunt. Sure you do. Do you have a phone, a flashlight, and a brain?
Michael, there's a fine line between being a ghost hunter and standing in a dark room talking to the wall. There's people who are and we get in trouble in the paranormal field because there's so many people. I'm a ghost hunter. Blah blah blah. It's like bragging that you're a speed walker or that you ride bikes for fun. I mean, there's nothing to brag about.
How many times have I said that? To be a pro wrestler, you have to train and be able to wrestle. To be a ghost hunter, you have to go, I'm a ghost hunter now. That's it.
I believe it's almost like printing on those online certificates, and you brag to your friends, I'm an ordained minister now.
Yeah. Well, I was in my men's group. I know. And we do a Zoom meeting every week, and I was like, "Who here is an ordained minister?" And every single one of them, that was an ordained minister.
In your men's chat?
Yeah.
Was that before? Did they tell you before or after you guys did the naked rub down?
We were actually talking about you. We were talking about how you were the only person to marry gay people in Tennessee or in Sevier County for a while. But yeah, I said you just go to the churchoflight.com and take 3 minutes and you're an ordained minister.
I don't know what mine was. It is an online thing. I've thought about actually becoming a real ordained minister before, and I may do it and you can now for like $28 there are online degrees that are pretty shitty, but you at least have a piece of paper on the wall.
University of Phoenix does ordaining.
The Phoenix. I got my you with the Phoenix. I love it. Arrested Development. Anyway, Kat says that we come up to Canada. It depends if you leave that man of yours, honey. If you know what I'm talking about.
Would you stop?
Oh, that nasty ass man you kick out of the house.
Julie.
Oh, kayfabe.
No,
you can't do that. But I don't think we'll come to Canada. I think Luke and I are banned for what happened the last time. I'd love to. If you talk to the American consulate up there, we would love to get back into Canada.
Been to Canada once, and it was a fly-in fishing trip.
So you said a flying fishing trip. So
fishing trip.
The fish were flying.
Yes. No.
How do you catch those?
You fly. You take a
like
little
butterflies.
ass. You take this little ass plane over into Canada, and
Is it
you have
shaped
drugs.
like an ass?
You have drugs in your ass.
Okay.
And
Okay.
they land the plane. It's a pontoon plane, so it lands on the lake. They unload your stuff, and you stay in a cabin, and you're the only people on this huge lake. And that's when I realized that moose are the scariest motherfucking things you'll ever see in your life. You don't realize how big a moose is. Moose are like 10 feet tall. Them things.
I don't know what you're wanting.
Luke, you were telling this thing about moose being scary, and Kirby was like,
Moose.
It was like this. It was like you were giving your testimony or something. It was just this. Yes. I was wondering, what is she thinking about? Something was resonating with Kirby.
I was really thinking hard about this trip, man.
What the where you caught the flying fish?
in the ass plane.
Well, the great thing about it is you catch fish bigger than you've ever caught in your life. Like you're catching these fish the size of yourself, the fish you could never catch in America. They're the same brand of fish, but just huge.
She does pretty good. How about you?
Same brand of fish.
I believe you're turning into a zombie. Tracy, your arm, you're becoming a zombie now.
Yeah, I mean, it is like a little angry.
Is this what we're doing? Is this what we're doing?
What we're doing tonight.
I'm just having. I feel bad because me and you always talk, so maybe we should put it on the girls because they're prettier than we are, and we just talk.
We're just here to look pretty at this
Hey,
point.
Yeah.
this will be one of the few times you'll ever see me and Funkmaster V with the exact same facial hair.
Oh man, yeah, we do look like we're the laser beam WKTX
Oh my
on
god.
your digital dial, like the '90s shock jock.
Hey,
What is that?
That's attention-seeking behavior. That's what that is.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Oh, is that crocheted?
Yeah, it is crocheted. It's the crocheted cock, so I can wave my dick around.
Hey.
And I can smack people with it, and I can teabag them.
coming up live with a laser beam. We talk about lesbians.
I just got called pretty in the chat.
Dude,
Thank
we should do one of these podcasts as a morning zoo where we all just, you ever listen to that John Boy and Billy shit on, for some reason, on the rock station here?
You're talking about something antiquated. I love radio, but God, that stuff's insufferable now. Like, I was talking to somebody the other week about how you cannot watch a sitcom. And they were like, oh, I love The Office. And I'm like, The Office is not a sitcom. The Office is a mockumentary. The pacing of a sitcom is almost nauseating now, where you just, hey, everybody, shut up, dickhead. Where did I leave the car keys? Up your ass, you fucking stupid ass.
The only episodes I've ever watched of that nerd show, what's the nerd show?
Big Bang Theory?
Yeah, Big Bang Theory, are the ones where somebody on YouTube took out the laugh tracks. And I watched like 2 episodes where they took the laugh tracks out, and you're like, holy shit, this isn't funny. I was like, maybe it's just the show that's not funny. So I watched, then they did it with Friends too. And I'm like, well, maybe it's the show that isn't funny. But then they did it with the Drew Carey show, which is one of my favorite shows of all time, was the old Drew Carey show.
Mm-hmm.
And then when they take the laugh tracks out, the show is not funny. I'm like, this is
crazy.
Yeah,
I just think as a society, we've gotten past the sitcom.
Yeah.
Like, it's just not good. It's not good comedy.
After the Drew Carey show, I kind of lost it for sitcoms because I don't think they were any good. I mean, that show was freaking amazing.
But now you're saying it's just the laugh track.
Yeah, well, but I said I have fond memory. Like, people forget that show existed, but they had Ryan Stiles on it. They had Mimi.
Since our podcast sucks, why don't we get a laugh track?
That's what I'm saying. We could do we do a morning zoo episode of the podcast. Hey, Vinny, how you doing today?
I can't believe that guy was driving. He was driving. I couldn't get to work. I was like, I'm going to be late.
Wait a second. This will make my Dollar General stories funny.
No, I don't think that's
No.
No.
good.
All right,
try,
just
though.
just to reiterate, if anybody's watching now, we're gonna on the 23rd, we're gonna have a live commentary gimmick where we watch the hike. Everybody can join. We're hoping to have Candy, Amber, Tracy, Tony, Mike, Kirby. Who else is left? Travis, maybe.
No.
And we'll all. Who knows? He's been around ever since we got the new graphics. And hopefully you can watch the hike and you can hear some behind the scenes stories. Because I'll tell you something, as we get these great reviews coupled with the bad reviews, they can't take away the fact that we just had it was really making that movie in the woods was almost, it's one of the most special things of my life, that we got together and we accomplished something as friends, not knowing what we were doing and doing something that has won awards. We won. I printed off all these things when the TV people were here, but all these awards and certificates. I mean, it was amazing that we did so good and so well. And the memories that I have of making this movie, they'll never fade in my mind. I mean, they were unbelievable.
That was today, a year ago today, we did the axe throwing scenes. But what was on the memories, Facebook memories, was Travis throwing an axe at me. And I was like, why would he throw an axe at me? And then I remembered it was, I wanted to get in the way of that axe to make you, I took like 5 of those throws so you would feel more comfortable getting an axe thrown at you.
No, that's not the reason.
That's exactly what it was.
No, it wasn't. Well,
Yeah, it was, because you're a pussy.
That's what the memories will fade. That's
You're such a good friend, Luke.
That's not true.
No, Vinny, that whole day.
All right, so here's what happened. There's a reason he did that. The reason is we were filming a skit that was Hamilton. We were doing a Hamilton skit, and that was going to be part of it. Now, do you remember that?
And anyway, so there was ants crawling.
So yeah, we were doing, because they just watched Hamilton. Hamilton came out on the 4th of July, and I hadn't seen it yet. And he was wanting to do a preview of the hike, and we were going to do a thing about Hamilton where you came up behind Travis with a knife, and we should release that. I should actually edit all that together, because that was actually good. Do you
we
remember
had the Benny Hill bit? We had
Yes. Do you remember the thing where we were at those cabins and we were going to shoot it to where you kept sticking your head out like this? It was kind of like the thing we kept popping up, and we were going to play like the Benny Hinn music. And then
Benny Hinn?
I heard there was a choreographed dance thing.
And then he captures him. He has the knife behind Travis, and he says the thing that the king says. King Henry says, "I'm going to kill your friends and family."
King George.
Yeah, whatever. And then
Benny
they all
Hinn and King Henry.
That's right. This is why you got to do a better job memorizing. I'm not good with the names. But boy, I got the details. But I'm actually, if you could, I know you haven't felt well in about a week, but if you take Mikey out and shoot something in the woods with him where he looks scared and has the teddy bear, I want to put together a new intro for the YouTube page that has the 3 movies and a couple other things to kind of make this really scary looking Smoky Mountain Chronicles thing intro to the YouTube page.
You have Mikey.
Could be badass.
All you have to do is just do it on the cell phone. I just need something real quick.
So you're planning on not giving me my camera back?
I had to go to the pawn shop today. I had the insulin. I needed some insulin really badly, so I'm sorry about the camera. We're gonna film the next movie with walkie-talkies and smoke signals. It's gonna be good.
I had the charger anyway. I was surprised. I mean, that battery's lasted a long ass time. I mean,
It's down to about 20 minutes now.
Yeah, you guys filmed a lot on that. You shot a music video and 2 different days worth of shooting on without charging it.
Yeah.
It's
still got 20 minutes too.
Yeah,
it's pretty damn.
I'm one of those guys, man. If my cell phone gets down to 80%, I go into full panic. And I know you're the opposite. You're like, when your phone's at 2%, you're like, I can go another hour.
I'm wrong always, but at least in my mind, I think I can will my way through it. But,
then again, I also got to remember that you're blind, so it's like you can't see what your phone percentage is at because you're just like,
I'm only
When I'm
blind
in
to
the
two
car with
eyes.
him, I'm sitting there reading stuff for him because he can't see it.
Oh, now we're just going to be hurtful.
yeah, that's just hurtful.
Let's
Now
look
you're
at-
making fun of blind people, Amber.
No,
Jesus Christ, the
let's
Lord
just
has left
being
you.
real. Listen,
I knew she was gonna go.
I
Listen,
just,
hey,
you look so, there's something about you tonight looks so fetching. It's the
It,
hair.
it
and
is. It's everything. It
I'm
looks.
blonde. I'm blonde now. The red's gone.
Nah, I don't know if that's it. There's just something
okay.
about it. It's just something animalistic. As opposed to this one. Look at this guy. What are you doing? You snorting cocaine off? You snorting cocaine off the keyboard? What are you doing?
I have never touched that stuff. Thank you very much. I know that would probably make everyone else's heads explode. I already talk fast
I
enough.
haven't either, actually. Right, regardless of what Vinny says. Amber. Right. Never.
So, Brittany had a pretty good scene this weekend, right, Vinny?
Yes, she did.
She did fantastic.
Does anybody even know who Brittany is?
I think y'all know Brittany, but
You're
Hashtag free Brittany. We're doing Britney Spears is in this movie.
You don't know how much, if this girl ever sees this podcast, you've just destroyed this little girl.
Yes, pretty shocking.
She loves you.
Oh,
She absolutely adores you.
I don't know who she is though.
But you can't say that. It's gonna hurt her feelings. So now you're gonna have to say something nice about her.
You got to question her mental status if she likes me.
Everybody likes you except the people that know you, honey.
It's their
But-
favorite.
So Brittany was the girl. Let's see.
She's very pretty. Don't get me wrong. And she seems like she's got a great sense of humor.
Stop digging that grave there, Luke.
So what makes
Get
you
down
think
the tunnel machine. Gonna dig it a little deeper.
What makes you think she's got a good sense of humor?
I've seen her interactions with you guys on Facebook and stuff. She seems to have her, doesn't take offense to things and kind of throws in extra jabs and
God, he
seems like our kind of
You
person.
were so good.
Seems
That
like our
was
kind of
such-
person.
Well, I showed her "Taint My Ride" last night, and she said, "You're my kind of people." And after that, she said, "What the fuck was that?" She goes, "You guys are my kind of people."
Dude, we gotta do like a behind the scenes of Taint My Ride too. Can we do a director's commentary of that?
I think the best thing about that is that we filmed it behind the Italian restaurant that we all were at. That was Travis, me, you, Candy, and Greta.
Behind the Italian restaurant that offered you mushrooms.
Right.
And-
Well, the joke about it was this guy. I ordered veal cacciatore, and the waiter looked down on his pad. He looked up at me. He looked down. He goes, "Dude, can you spell that?" And I'm like, "I'm an Italian restaurant." And the guy doesn't know how to spell cacciatore.
There was
veal.
Jay and Silent Bob were working in this restaurant, and they were very high, and so high that when Vinny walked up to the counter at the end, they're like, "Hey man, you like mushrooms?" Hey. And he's like, I didn't get a pizza, but
Do you like eating acid? Is what he asked me. You like eating acid? Like, this is going to get a great star. This is going to get like a 5-star review from me on Yelp. And the food was actually good, which I
Really
think was lucky as hell.
Was that in Maryland?
I think that was Virginia, but we were right outside.
No,
of
there's
Maryland.
nothing good in Virginia.
Oh yeah, there are. There are all those things that people love up there. The traffic tickets and the state troopers. Those are great in Virginia.
Monticello.
What?
Vernon.
Monticello. Oh, the Jefferson's homestead.
There's Busch Gardens.
Busch Gardens is in Tampa. So you've been
Yeah,
nominated. Nope, she's gone. Let's see what she's doing now. It's been a few
Ah,
minutes.
what the hell, man?
Is this
I'm
what we're doing?
sorry. She looks cute tonight.
like first time ever.
Not cute.
Pretty cute with the zombie wounds.
Yeah.
And the Joshua Tree earrings.
They're actually wood.
They would what?
Are real wood.
Oh, hey, Billy's here. Let's talk about Billy for a second. So
Hi, Billy.
Hey, Billy.
Billy is here, and we actually talked about Luke. Tracy and
Assholes.
And Billy and I went to Metro Pizza, which I wasn't a huge fan, but it was nice to talk to them guys. And I felt so bad because me and Billy were talking about wrestling, and this is what Tracy looked like the entire time. Yes, that's exactly what she looked like. I kept trying to make it funny, but Billy was Forest Ranger Billy in the last movie, and everybody either adores that scene or they hate it. But it's about 90% people think that's the best part in the hike is when Billy does what he does to the nature.
My sister thought it was hilarious.
The first time I met Billy was at he
talked about this.
Was at UCW or whatever it was, and I was in the Legends of I'm gonna say UCW, the Legends of UCW Battle Royal. I've never wrestled there before. UWA. I never wrestled there before, and me and Billy get in the ring, and I walk over to him, and I can tell that he's just bored, and I'm just like, "What are we doing?" There's 8 people in the crowd. We just start like. We're basically standing in the corner throwing weak punches at each other, just talking. And can we get out of this? And then we ended up sitting on the floor, sitting on the stage after for the rest of the show, just bullshitting. And I was like, man, how do I not know this guy?
He said the same thing to me. He said we argued on who gets out of the ring first, and he said sat down and made fun of the rest of the show together.
Mm-hmm.
And that's exactly what he told me today, which is weird because Billy's been around forever, and you were wrestling in Knoxville around 2000. I'm surprised you never ran into each other.
We probably did. I think he did a tag team like the Interns or something like that.
Right.
And we were on shows together.
Medic Madness.
Medic Madness. I'm pretty sure we were on shows together, and we just never.
Yeah.
Because I was the champion and he was a jobber. Well,
that's why nobody likes you. You can't talk to people. But it was good seeing Billy today. Billy lost some weight.
It's always a good time to see Billy.
Billy's looking pretty sexy, and he was dressed up like Claude. And you'll see what that means if you watch the second movie, which is WJHC AM, coming out hopefully in a few. See, now Billy's pissed off and he left.
Oh.
Now good thing you signed that release, Billy. You can't do anything about it. You're in the movie. But today was fun, though. I mean, he was sitting there telling these kids Simon Says in the heat, and
it's always good to be around Billy. Billy's great.
Yeah, Billy's a great guy, and you should see what he looks like with sunglasses. I bought a 40. I'll tell you the thing that costs the most in our movies are these terrible wigs that I have to keep buying. The wig I bought Billy today, they were out of mullets. So I had to buy what's the thing's name? Garth from Wayne's World outfit. So I've got a t-shirt, glasses, and a mullet of Garth, and I had to spray paint it silver.
Can I have the rest of the costume, please?
You should have. They were at your feet. You should have grabbed them before I let you out of the van.
Yeah.
That's the
I had
thing.
no idea.
All the people I've ever kidnapped in my van, they should have taken a souvenir on the way out. But you should have nabbed that, because I'm not going to effing use. I was sitting there thinking, how is this a thing? How is this a 2021? Are they selling a Garth outfit? Who cares? That did not age well. It's like sitcoms.
I would dress up as Garth and just go around, party on, Wayne! Like to everybody until somebody says party on, Garth.
Are you not more interesting than that?
Like
that would be
I think that'd be hilarious.
Hilarious?
Yeah.
Hilarious?
Well, I mean, they promoted Bohemian Rhapsody, though. You know.
What do you think, Luke, about Wayne's World?
I haven't watched it in a long time.
That's a good answer, friend. That's why it's me and you, babe. These hoes will come and go, man. It's going to be me and you to the very end.
Hold on.
fucking talking about.
Tia Carrere with that snake, though.
So it's just me with good taste. No, you're right.
Hoes. I don't appreciate that. I did
What
not
you
appreciate
call
that.
yourself? You got a T-shirt that says Vinny's Hoe on it. I didn't give it to you.
Kirby's finally sticking around for the whole episode,
Her,
and you're like deleting her out of half of it.
dude, I featured her sexy. Look at this. Yep, see, she knows how to work that shit.
The queen, the promoter of sex, drugs, and violence. Kirby.
Me? I didn't realize I was doing it, but you're welcome.
I guarantee you a lot more people appreciate it.
Here.
Well,
And now she grows up. Oh.
I was about to brag on her Arkansas internet there. Look at that. She's freezing and great
Oh
facial
my gosh.
expressions.
That was fantastic.
It was. Hey Kirby, you've lost some weight and you look real good. Are you healthy, or is this something we shouldn't talk about on the air?
Is this
I guess yeah. Is this? You're in Arkansas now.
Well, I mean,
God.
Arkansas, I'm still like, I had a period of time in Boston where I was eating really healthy and I was losing weight. But here I'm working out again more and still without the gluten. And I've started taking other supplements. So I've lost about another 50. So
Really?
Yeah.
Show us the guns. Show us the guns.
Well, they're still kind of.
Tracy, compare.
What?
You're going to
You
get
got some pretty good guns, Trace.
She does.
Look
They're
at that.
fantastic.
It's like Popeye's. It's like Popeye's
It's
humor.
noodle arms, though. But I mean, I've got a little bit of definition, but
Get
that's
mine.
because I've got like -3 body fat.
It's
I've
like,
been through a very small period in my life.
you, yeah, it's gross. You're lucky. Most women have them for like 7 days. Popeye, you got like the Popeye humorous. You just got to work on those forearms, or maybe olive oil. I don't know. There's some humor for you kids.
Olive oil.
Yeah.
All right, on the 23rd, we're going to have a live commentary, and we'll have a lot of stuff on Facebook about that. But it's actually, the event is actually on YouTube. You can go, if you're watching now and you want to watch the hike along with us, we're going to do live commentary, tell you all the funny stories and all the scary stories and the reason we actually did. I didn't even tell you guys this. I got a call from Hawaii yesterday.
Collect.
And a white guy was chastising us for having a movie that painted Native Americans in a negative light, and then a white person was playing the Native American, and he was like, "Did you hit your head?" He goes, and he was watching the hike on Amazon, and I was like, first of all, liberal, how dare you assume her race? That's number
Right.
one, because
Mhm.
she is part Native.
American.
And secondly, only a liberal who's trying to be a virtual signaler or just social justice warrior would try to put a murderous cannibal who kills children in a positive light. This is the Cherokee killed this thing. This isn't just a bunch of Cherokee people running around. This is the ultimate Cherokee bad guy.
And how does
Cherokee boogeyman.
And how does anybody look at Candy in that movie and go, I don't think she's Native at all?
Right.
Because I mean, she looks. I mean, maybe this person's never met a Native.
Well, they in Hawaii they meet their own, and there's
Those
the
natives are
They're
different.
Asian.
right.
They're
Well, they're of Polynesian descent or whatever. But I just thought that was funny. When you put yourself out on a worldwide platform, you're just going to get all the fucking morons in the world chiming in, and that tickled me to no end. I had a good time with that one this morning.
They're gonna hate my portrayal of a character in the next movie then, because I'm not
Well, you're gonna-
really a pothead.
You're gonna make white people look really bad.
Yeah,
I think we're all going to make white people look really bad.
True.
That's the show name. Good night, everybody. I love that. We're going to make white people.
love you, Billy. We're gonna make all white guys look bad, or white people look bad. Show name.
What?
So long and thanks for all the fish. So
Thank you.
sad that fish should come to this.
Are we saying bye? I'm really